Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aries, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Aries, this is a really special reading. It's based on a meditation that I did a long time ago, a few years ago at this point, where my future self thanked me for everything, all the work that I was putting in today, in the present moment. So it was a guided meditation that I watched on YouTube, and it was really, really beautiful. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought, how lovely would it be to channel and read tarot and oracle from your future self, to say, or for them to say, you know, what it is that they're thinking about what you're doing right now. So it's also really special because I'm using two new decks that I got that I'm really excited about. The first one is the Healing Heart Oracle for the overall energy, and the tarot / oracle will be from this brand new lenticular deck by James Eads called Mirror Visions, and it's very exciting. And I'm going to be using an oldie but a goodie, Mystic Mondays, for any clarifying cards. It is retrograde season and eclipse season at the time that I'm filming this, and so to kind of make sure that these messages are as, I don't know the word, pure, the messages are as accurate as they can be, are as clear. I'm using this beautiful Prehnite crystal because this helps with retrograde energies. So Aries, one card for the overall energy for Aries, messages from their future self. Trying to remember who else got this. I want to say it was Pisces. Number 35, which reduces to an 8, which is the Strength card in the Major Arcana. Rejected heart, transform heartbreak into inner strength. You see this beautiful energy here. Divine masculine, divine feminine. It's just a representation. Do you feel as though you've been kind of racking your brain over a loss, trying to make all the pieces fall into place, but it's difficult because some things don't make sense? It's really strange. I keep smelling cologne, and there's nobody here, but I keep smelling cologne. I don't know where that's coming from. So maybe it's a divine masculine that you're dealing with. I see this, it's almost like these fibrous, they look like brain stem or nerve endings, things like that. That's what it kind of looks like, roots coming from the crown chakra. And here is kind of organic leafy matter. So that's why, you know, I was like racking your brain about trying to understand this scenario. But it's talking about transmutation, turning your heartbreak into resolve, turning your heartbreak into strength. So we shall see what your future self wants to say about that. 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, and future. Oh wow, that's beautiful. 3 more. For Aries, please, Spirit. Thank you. Wow. We got 1 extra card, so I'm going to take it. Each of these cards are lenticular, which means that they have that effect of being able to show 2 images simultaneously within the same card. So the extra card that came out is the Queen of Pentacles, and its counterpart is Geomancer. So here's the Queen of Pentacles, and here's the Geomancer. You can see here, Queen of Pentacles, we all know her and love her. It's very beautiful earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She's sitting in a field of strawberries. Some strawberries here. So, you know, strawberries are a very kind of luscious fruit. Delicious. Things, words like that are, you know, make you want to salivate a little bit with their sweetness, their juiciness. It's, Spirit really wants to make it sultry and supple, and to use all those words to describe this particular Queen of Pentacles. That she talks about abundance and an inner calm. The Queen of Pentacles is very much inner calm, inner peace, connected to the earth, grounded. You know, always having a basket full of sustenance for not just herself, but for others. And the counterpart is Geomancer, also connected to the earth. But it's kind of like Geomancer, at least to me, Spirit's kind of giving me this message of conjuring, that there's some kind of conjuring happening, bringing something up out of the earth by almost magical means. So this person, I don't think this is your energy, Aries. I think this is perhaps the person you feel rejected from, or the person that you rejected. I feel as though you see them as something otherworldly, magical. My voice shook. I don't feel sad or anything, but like my voice shook as if I was going to start crying. Just in that slight moment. I don't know if you heard that. That was a weird sensation, because I don't feel, you know, sometimes there's been there's been a lot of tarot readings I've watched that have been emotional, but there's very few that I've actually read that have caused me to come to tears. But I felt my voice quiver in that moment, maybe at the idea of this divine feminine energy that is so stunning to you that maybe you had to let go of for some reason. So, or they let go of you. In the past energy, the Judgment card, number 20, and its counterpart is the Unknown. There's the Judgment card, this wide open door, but on the other side, it's this kind of interdimensional space, this wormhole to who knows where. Judgment card talks about answering the call of Spirit, talks about following a destined path. I was watching a reading today by a reader on YouTube. Her name is Cindy, and her handle is Awakening from Spirit. Awakening to Spirit. Wow, I've watched her for 4 years, and I'm just blanking on the name of it. But anyway, she's Cindy, and if you know her, you know her. She's awesome. But she was talking today about the difference between fate and destiny. And she used this example. She's saying that fate is spirit conspiring for you to run into a certain person at the grocery store. But destiny is whether or not you make the choice to engage with that person, to follow through on something with that person, because we have free will. So I just thought it was an interesting interpretation of the difference between the two. And it's relevant here somehow with the Judgment card. Like, are you, Spirit has presented the door. Are you going to walk through it? Are you somehow, or were you rather, in your past energy, as this is past energy, afraid that it would just carry you away, that it would just carry you somewhere where you didn't want to be? You know, that's fair. It's clarified, though, by the Empress. Number 3 in the Major Arcana, Taurus energy, Libra as well. My favorite card in the entire tarot of any deck. It's always going to be the Empress for me. Her counterpart is the Peacock, which makes a lot of sense because the Peacock is this stunningly beautiful energy. You know, I gotta tell you, I feel intense sharp shooting pain in my temple right now. It's not sharp shooting, it's a dull shooting right here in my temple, right here. So I just want to tell you that because it might resonate for somebody watching. It's like a tension headache almost, but I don't have a tension headache. It just like came out of nowhere, and I feel like it's for one of you. Maybe you're feeling that pain right now. Maybe you're rubbing your temple because you're so frustrated. Take it as it resonates. The last time I felt a physical sensation and I told the person about it, it resonated with them in a way that I could not have predicted, so I don't tend to ignore that anymore. The Empress has the power of all 4 queens. She is really, really spectacular as a concept because it's this idea that whomever this is, and it's not about gender, it's about energy, divine feminine energy, we sit in this energy, we can, it's like everything we touch turns to gold kind of energy. Like manifesting, but beyond manifesting. It's the attraction. It's being in the same frequency as the thing that you want. Being so sure about it and sure about yourself and sure that it's for you, that it just comes to you as if by some sort of magic. You know, if I had to look at the counterpart in the Minor Arcana for the Empress, I would say the Queen of Pentacles. So here again, we see divine feminine, just absolutely spectacular. And it's that question, Aries, of whether or not you chose to walk through that portal towards it, right? You know what I just heard? Are we getting carried away with ourselves? Maybe we're getting carried away with ourselves. And the cloud just came over whatever sunlight was coming through my window. That was it's very dramatic. Maybe you can't tell on the camera, but it's quite dramatic because I had to close the shades actually because it was too bright. Now I feel like I'm in a cave, right? So let's get a clarifier on this Judgment card. Why was there hesitation? Did we walk through the door? What happened? Because these are really beautiful energies. Ace of Swords. I don't think so. I think there was hesitation. I think there was fear. I think there was a lack of understanding and a lack of clarity. as to what we should do, what should be done. Aces always bring new from spirit. This is epiphany energy and not clear. And then in the present energy, here you are, Six of Swords, Six of Birds. Six of Swords energy is walking slowly away from something, quietly in the night. Walking away from a feeling, too, I just heard that. It's from moving from a chaotic situation to a calm one, but it's really quiet. But the counterpart, Six of Birds, is represented by these like propeller planes. And if you've had the displeasure of being in a prop propeller plane, I guess they just call it a prop plane. They're really loud, they're really clunky, they're really obnoxious, and you don't know if that thing is going to stay up in the air. Twice I've been on prop planes. Once to go back to college, and once when I jumped out of it. I highly do not recommend. And in this counterpart scenario to this Six of Swords, these prop planes, these clunky planes, they're flying over lava, volcanoes, mountains, danger. I mean, even the Six of Swords, it's like the bridge over some crevasse. It just looks like it's falling into nothingness, right? And just this idea, these two butterflies just traveling onto something more steady, more stable. Maybe the trees themselves are pointing. You need to go now. They're all pointing in this direction, see? There's something that you greatly desire to move away from in search of something more reciprocal. Six of Pentacles, Six of Trees. Here's that bridge again, although this bridge looks so different, doesn't it? What a synchronicity. One, because we have two sixes here, 6, 6. But look at how different this bridge energy is. This is what you're wanting to move away from and move towards. Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take. Here I see these two figures, these two children. It's like lending a helping hand. It's also this idea that Spirit gives you the helping hand, that you put the energy out to the universe, and the universe returns that energy to you. Six of Pentacles is the Justice card in the Minor Arcana. So it could be talking about a little bit of karma. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Swords. Ten of Wands, yeah. So this rejected heart, and whoever this is, could be beautiful, could be abundant, but could have been somebody that really caused you pain, caused you a lot of grief, a lot of burden. Ten of Wands talks about burden. When the card is in reverse, it's like very difficult to let go. This is what you're walking away from, this burden. We can't, this is not, Spirit was saying in my mind, this is not a very weight-bearing bridge. So we have to put something down, and it's difficult. And that's, Spirit is seeing you do that. Future energy, Page of Swords, and the Weaver. Page of Swords talks about curiosity, and looking at something with a renewed sense of exploration. But from the mind space, swords are all about Swords are all about the mind space. It's air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Sometimes they call this the little spy of the tarot. I don't know if you're kind of looking to see what this Empress is up to. Maybe you're curious. You know, this doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It could be a friend, an old friend. The counterpart to this card is the Weaver. It's interesting. I talked about this card. This card came up a couple times already as this kind of bringing downloads from spirit. It's like we've gathered information with the Page of Swords, and now we're just trying to bring it all together as the Weaver, trying to make sense. But there's like caution, because we don't want to create stories of scenarios or emotions that are not actually happening. We don't want to just live in the mind space in terms of what somebody else might be thinking, feeling, or doing. Just have to look at the evidence on the table. What are they actually doing? What are the words that have actually come out of their mouth? You know, not just things we presuppose. You got another 6. 666. 6 of Wands. Victory. Counterpart is the 6 of Embers. 6 of Wands talks about, well, you know, it typically talks about awards and public accolades, public recognition, stardom, promotion, up-leveling of some kind. But it's different for you, right? Because there's no one around. There isn't a lot of fanfare in this card. It's almost just like what's recognizing you is almost like spirit energy, because I see that beautiful sun energy in the background and you moving towards that light. Right, the 6 of Embers here. They're just rocks in the water. There's a strange kind of stillness to this card that you don't usually see this with the 6 of Wands cards in other tarot decks. There's always a lot of fanfare, but this feels very quiet. And maybe that's what you're looking for. You're just trying to come back to a place of peace. The place of peace feels like victory to you right now. And it's what you're striving towards in the future. Let me get a clarifier for that. Yeah, look, 9 of Cups. Perhaps something new. 9 of Cups is contentment and wish fulfillment. I mean, look at it. It's such a jazzy card. It's so pretty. And it speaks to the heart space. It speaks to fulfillment. Acceptance, I just heard. What are we wishing for? For Aries, please. Too many, Spirit. Just one, please. The Lovers? Are you kidding? Look at that. Wow. Lovers can be divine counterparts coming. You know, if you're in a high level commitment already, this could be like a renewal of vows, a renewal of you know, if your counterpart is the one that has been rejecting you, or you rejecting them, maybe it's finally this time to come together in peace. Remember why you fell in love in the first place. If you're not with somebody, it's like your arms are open now, open to receive. God, this is so beautiful. Because your heart is calm. You're in a place of calm. It's like this success that you feel is not based on outside affirmation. It's inner affirmation and affirmation from spirit, which is more powerful in many ways. This is, I'm so happy for you, Aries. Because let's say it's not about a relationship. The Lover's card also talks about a choice point. A choice between really nice things that speak to the heart chakra. And Spirit's advice, remember I said 35 reduces to an 8? Well, here it is in the Strength card. So you have that synchronicity, 8-8. Spirit showing it to you. This 8 is Leo energy, which is why we see the lion here. The Strength card talks about a mastery over the ego. It talks about an inner resolve, confidence, and its counterpart is orbs. Whenever people talk about orbs, and sometimes when I watch tarot, I can see orbs come in and out of other people's readings, like it's captured on camera. It kind of happened to me once, but that's not really how spirit works with me. But they usually represent, you know, like passed away loved ones or your spirit guides, just beautiful energies surrounding you, supporting you at this time. And it's clarified by none other than the 9 of chalices, 9 of lotuses, which is the 9 of cups. So that's another synchronicity. And what is happening in this image, again, this quietness, this solitude, but it's not loneliness. It's just a beautiful solitary state where we're looking at the light, right? 9 of lotus is coming down. It's just like abundance. It's really, really beautiful. It's kind of like taking stock. You can see the cups are kind of forming a halo around this person. It's like being in a state of gratefulness, and Spirit is showing that to me right now. There's a sense of gratefulness that you're feeling, that you know how strong you are, but you're doing it, and rather Spirit is asking you to continue along this path of like humility, which can sometimes be hard for an Aries, but it's possible, right? Let's get a clarifier on the Strength card, please. Spirit's advice from your future self. Okay. Future self talking, shooting straight from the hip. Three of Swords. This is the Heartbreak card in reverse. This is your future self trying to talk to you about the fact that it's really important to feel sadness, but then to let it go, to not hold on to things or memories or people, right? Which is maybe what you're trying to do with this individual, right? This is the rejected heart. It's almost like Spirit is saying, don't allow rejection to harden your heart or to have control over your healing process. Sometimes we get rejected. It's like human nature. And how we respond to that rejection helps to define us. So it's kind of like, are you going to be known by this or by this? That's your reading, Aries. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aries.